Hello everybody, another episode of the NK Maribor Save and big things to discuss. We've had a transfer window has been and gone and slammed shut. A big name player has joined, players have left, money's been spent, money has been gained. It's unbelievable. Roll the intro. Hello everybody and welcome back to the NK Maribor Save. I am Cultured Left Foot and let's crack straight into it. As you can see, we are back today for the game against Gent. It'll be a double header, Europa League knockouts, a relatively easy draw for us. I'm pretty confident, but before that, we've got to sum up the transfer window. So, who are no longer at the club? Let's have a look. Daniel Pafela, our young striker, did not want to sign a new contract. He agreed to go to Domzale at the end of the season, so we cashed in on him. We weren't playing him, so we just cashed in on him there and then, and we got 14k, I think it was, for him. Hardly anything, yeah, 14k. So overall, we've lost what could be a pretty decent youngster, but he wasn't getting any first team opportunities, so goodbye Daniel. Next up, one of the guys that we bought in, João Carvalho. We got him on a free transfer and he's left for £10 million. Quite the profit. And he was a first team player. He was our key player and we're going to miss those assists. But he has gone and it is a loss. But we've got a lot of centre midfielders. We were lucky to get him on a free transfer. I'm happy to take a 10 million profit on him. Next, out the door. Francesco Giraldes, another centre midfielder, has gone. Another one for huge profit. We bought him for 650k. We've sold him for 5 million. 22 appearances over, what's that, about a whole season really. He was good. Again, assists, no goals this season. We will miss him, but that much of a profit, and he's not brilliant. He's not absolutely brilliant. So not too upset to see him go. Next out the door, someone I was gutted to see go, but Alejos Lekic, the young left back we had. He had been just broke into the first team. He'd made 10 appearances for us in the season, 3 goals, 1 player of the match, a 7.92 average rating. He was too good for the Slovenian league. Camera's really high. Let's just try and sort that out. There we go, it's a little bit better. But yeah, so the young left back has gone, which is a shame, because he was going to be really good. But Man City came calling. He started to moan because he obviously wanted to go and play for him. We got 2.5 million and 50% of any next sale. So whatever they sell him for, we're going to get 50% of it, which is pretty damn good, to be honest. Okay, so I've quickly skipped to the finance screen because I don't want to give away who we've bought or who we've got in. There's not that many players. First up is Kevin Nundaram. Holding midfielder. We sold some centre midfielders, so we've got a new one in. My scouts thought he was really good. His stats are good. He plays better as a half-back than Takacs at the moment. He's going to help us push on, hopefully, in the next stages of Europe and next year. Help us progress. It's a higher reputation player than what we've got, which really helps us, and it builds our team rep and gets people aware of who we are because we're signing these players. We got him in from Sevilla. He joined for 3.5 million. He is worth more than that now at 4.2. We are paying him a fair wage, but we've got loads of money, so that doesn't really matter. Next up, an old club legend has rejoined, Eric Janza. We got rid of a young left back and brought in an older one, but the fans were happy to see a national team hero join the club. He is back. We signed him for 1.5 million. We sold him for 4 million previously. I've got all faith that he is going to replicate this sort of form that we saw when we sold him. He's only 30, so we've got a good 2 or 3 years left in him, while Fournier, the youngster, progresses a little bit. But yeah, Eric Janza is back at the club. Next in, we got Jamal Lascelles for a bit more defensive stability. There was a few players moaning that we didn't have enough defenders in the club, so we bought in Jamal Lascelles. He was relatively cheap. We got him for 1.2 million. Pretty decent career wherever he's been. He's got good stats. He's a good backup. He can fill in at right back if we need him to as well. Really happy with that. And then the big money buy that we've bought in, Luis Carlos. We have probably paid far too much money for him. 24-year-old Brazilian, sits in the centre midfield role. He basically is a replacement for Giraldes and João Carvalho. And for the amount we paid, 15.75 million, He is exactly that, because both of their fees put together meant we could afford him. But he is in. Luis Carlos, really good stats, great passing, great first touch. His vision, his centre midfield playmaking abilities are ridiculous. And I love the fact that he always tries killer balls and he tries to play it long. He's going to be given a lot of goals to Zahovic, I feel. I feel like he is going to be a key part of our centre midfield for quite some time, hopefully. And then we come on to the main attraction. We've signed Gareth Bale! Gareth Bale. The Gareth Bale. One-time most expensive player in the world, Gareth Bale. Can you believe it? Yes, his physicals have gone down a little bit. He's not very quick anymore. He doesn't have much stamina. But look at his technical stats. They're amazing. First touch 16, finishing 16, free kick 17, heading 17, long shots 18, technique 16. Oh, I could go on and on. Off the ball 17, flair 17. 250k we got him for. We had actually agreed to sign him on a Bosman. I asked how much does Barcelona want for him now. They said 250k and I said deal. We had the cash. He was already like taken off our wage budget, but Gareth Bale is at NK Maribor. It's brilliant. He's also he's a staff member. Well, he's not a staff member. He could be a staff member. His staff stats are absolutely terrible, but I'll probably try and keep him around just for the hell of it. I'm not too sure doing what, but we'll try and keep him around. But yeah, Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale is in. Shoots from distance, curls ball, knocks ball past opponent, hits free kicks with power, runs with ball often. Ah, brilliant. And the best thing about it, look at that reputation. He's still really well known in the world, which again boosts our reputation for signing him. And it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm hoping we can get a good, couple of years out of him, maybe 34. If he keeps playing till he's 36, we'll see. We'll see how he does. But Gareth Bale is in the van, and that is all of the transfers that we've brought in this time. We've recalled some people from loans. As you can see, 39 million this season received, 26 million spent. Luis Carlos is a club and a national record for money spent on a transfer. But yeah, we're in. What you could probably gather from that as well is that I read all your comments and we went with the approach of we're allowed to do a general search. One of the things I liked from it, which I'll put on the screen now, is that someone said, yeah, use the general search or just look for transfer listed players, but you still have to scout them. And if your scout says they're good, then you can buy them. If your scout says they're not good, you can't buy them. So that's what we've done. So all these players have been scouted. Obviously, Gareth Bale was scouted and they said he's amazing. And the best thing, one of the really good thing I like, Gareth Bale, when I did the interview or the press conference about, signing him, one of the questions was, how do you think he'll feel about being a big fish in a small pond? Which shows he's got higher reputation than players we should be expected to sign. Oh, it's awesome. Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale. I mean, we're in 2024, but Gareth Bale has joined us. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I know I said I might add in the end of the transfer window onto this, but it was all done early. There was no need to record part of the transfer window. But I am really happy with the business we've done. The players we've sold, they were good, and we probably could have done with keeping one of the centre midfielders, but the players we've got in. Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale. I mean, if I could title this episode Gareth Bale, I would have done, but it would just massively give it away. But yeah, there we go. We're still really rich. The whole club is actually now classed as rich, which is really good. We'll crack onto the game, I think, because I'm still riding my Gareth Bale high, and I can't wait to see it. He's starting. He's starting in this game, by the way, just to let you know. He is definitely starting. Okay, welcome back. We start the first game away. We play the first leg away, is what I was trying to say. This is how we line up. Bakolo's in goal. Ahmed, Karic, Kavicic and Fournier is the back four. Takacs at holding midfield. Perez and Dak in the middle. Gareth Bale wearing the number 9 shirt on the right. The Diva on the left. And Lys Mousset starts up front in the absence of Zahovic. On the bench we have Delac, Stanko, Homigo, Dolam, Konate, Ibrahim and Hernandez. Looking to make their debut this season is Dolam, Konate and Ibrahim. During the winter break, we went on a tour of England and played such giants as Fleetwood, Burton Albion, etc. I think Carlisle were in there as well. We did a little tour of England. It was fitness and we won every single game quite easily. But let's crack on and play Gent. So the game gets underway, and how is Gareth Bale going to do? He's on corners, he's on free kicks, he's on throw-ins on the left-hand side, although I should have made that the right-hand side because he's playing on the right. And in this game, he's on penalties because the only penalty taker at the club better than him is Abel Hernandez, who isn't on the pitch. So Ahmed steals in well, and the highlight obviously ends as I try to start it off. But Ahmed comes down this right-hand side into Muset to Dak. What will Dak do? Shoots from range, and Hansen makes the save. We are the favourites for this game, by the way. We are quite big favourites for it. Neto clears. Fournier gets his head to the ball. Can Takacs get there? He can't. Simon brings it away. What can he do? He dances round one tackle. Fournier comes across really well, the youngster. It's going to be a pretty big game for him, Fournier, because he's our only left-back available in Europe. So Renzo, we're 1-0 down. Shit. Renzo has put Gent up front. It was a lovely little through ball over our highest line defence, and yeah, he just dinks it past Piccolo with his left foot. Is Piccolo wearing trousers with a big white stripe down the side of them? That's unbelievable. Anyway, we've got a highlight straight from the kickoff, and it's Fournier on the left-hand side, up to Bradley Dack. What can he do with it? Into Perez. Perez up to Bale. Gareth Bale shoots. Oh, he's hit the post. Gareth Bale has hit the post. Oh, it's like Bale watch this. Sod Football Manager. It's Bale watch. Muset gets it. Back to Dak. Out to the left to Fournier. Can he put a good cross in? He does. Topek heads it away. Perez tries to get there's a bit of space on the left. He finds Fournier. The ball in was poor, but Takacs picks up the rebound. Perez is tackled, but Ahmed picks up the loose ball. Into Muset. Muset. Over to the Diva. Just can't find space for a shot at the moment. Perez. Perez into Muset. Muset turns. He gets his shot off. Oh! Fires it into the top corner. Thank you very much. Lys Muset gets his 25th goal of the season. And here we go then. Perez, we were playing it around nicely into Muset. He takes a bit of time, gets it out of his feet, makes a yard for himself, and the keeper's not stopping that. It has hit like a bullet. 1-1. Hanuset clears to Bencharki, and we get some players around him. Fournier attack as well, and Muset's through. He's one-on-one. Lys Muset straight at Hansen, and Diva's there, and he puts in the rebound, and that is 2-1. A quick double there from NK Maribor. Lovely stuff. We see here Muset's put through the ball. He shoots. Hansen makes a good, strong-handed save, but the Diva's on hand to pick up the rebound and stick it in, and that is 2-1. Carrick into Dak. NK Maribor starting to enjoy their superiority of the game now. Into Bale. Gareth Bale. He shoots. It's blocked. Back to Ahmed, who's looking to dink it into Lys Muset. It's a poor clearance, and Ahmed has time. He finds Takacs into Dak, and we are playing really well. The Diva. Back to Dak. Oh, good ball through to Fournier, but Antonio intercepts it well and puts it out for a throw. And we're into half-time. Our worst performer is Gareth Bale. Whee! He is probably out of this whole starting 11 the only person that doesn't actually know the formation. His bar is about half full, where everyone else's is completely full. But we're going to tell him to keep going. We're playing well. We're happy with the performance. And not going to change anything at half-time. As Gent get the second half underway, they seem to have pushed Antonio into the right wing role now, rather than at right back where he started the game. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. Up the line to the Diva. Cuts inside with it into Dak. Dak brings it forward into Muset. Muset turns, trying to find Perez, but just couldn't get it through. But Takacs pick up the rebound to Dak. Bradley Dak to Muset. Muset into Bale. Gareth Bale back to Muset. Muset shoots, and it's over the bar. But it's good football. We are playing very good football at the moment. As Moses Simon gets injured for them. Oh, we looked at signing him, Moses Simon. He was one of the players I scouted. My scout said he was very good, but they weren't selling him. Ahmed, good ball from Bale to find Ahmed. Into Muset, whose header hits the side netting, and they've brought on Shawana. So Takacs into Perez, out to Dak, into the Diva. The Diva, Hernandez gets his shot off, but it's pretty tame. There was quite a lot of interest in Hernandez as well, but we didn't sell him, and I'm toying with the fact to offer him a new deal or not. I'm going to see if he'll take a big wage cut. Muset into Hernandez, shoots wide, because he has like determination 17, and it's really good for training youngsters. It's really good to have someone with high determination to train youngsters. There's another reason why Gareth Bale's good as well. His determination is relatively high. As Muset hits the bar, and well, we need to think about training the next generation of NK Maribor footballers, don't we? Got to keep the youngsters in mind. Muset, Hernandez shoots. Hansen makes a save. He's got to be on for man of the match. We've had 13 shots on target. Wow. Perez, ball in, looking for the Diva. Back post, Kavcic couldn't get there, and it was cleared off Kavcic, so it was a goal kick. Bencharki hits a free kick. It's gone well over the bar as we go into the last 5 minutes of the game. And looks like we're going to have a 2-1 lead with 2 away goals going into the second leg, which will be superb. Cax has won it back again, the holding midfielder, into Perez, Endoram, Muset. It's in, it's out, a penalty. It's not a penalty. It was obviously a clean tackle and Hernandez just lost it. With 30 seconds to go, I'm starting to think that now I am just commentating the last highlight of the game, which is a shame because my voice and throat my voice is starting to hurt. I was going to say that my throat is starting to hurt. We have won a dangerous free kick. Will we get a chance to take it? We do. The Diva swings it in. It's cleared, and that will probably be that. It is a good 2-1 win away in Belgium, and we'll take that. Lice Muset picking up man of the match in the absence of Luka Zahovic, which is good. Hoping Zahovic will be back for the second leg, but not too sure yet. We'll be back for the second leg against Gent, which is in 7 days' time, so we'll see you there. If anything happens in between, I'll let you know. Hello everybody, welcome back. So just before the second game, one bit of news. We've tied Hernandez down to a new contract. Wonderful stuff. He wouldn't accept it unless we put a relegation release fee or something in there, or a relegation percentage decrease, something weird. I don't know. It was a weird clause that's never going to happen because if we're never going to get relegated. But anyway, right. See you at the See you at the game day screen for the second leg, where we take a 2-1 lead with us. Okay, so welcome back. Here we are. The formation is the same. The team is the same. The only difference is that Endoram comes in at the holding midfield role, which is behind my head. And Takac sits on the bench. Just again, get him used to the formation, get him a bit more game time. They've played a slightly different formation. Well, a very different formation to the 4-4-2 they played last time. They're playing a 5-3-2 wing-back formation. Interesting. So we have Bacola in goal, Ahmed, Karic, Kavcic, Fournier as the back four, Duran, Perez, Dak in the midfield three, Gareth Bale on the right, Bale, the Diva on the left, and Muset up front. On the bench, Delac, Stankar, Homigo, Takacs, Konate, Ibrahim, and Hernandez. Yeah, their 5-3-2 is odd. I don't know if I've ever played this formation against a 5-3-2. Let's see how it does. The game kicks off, and Gareth Bale was absolutely delighted when I said I have faith in him. He obviously respects me as a manager. He knows what I'm like. He knows the success I've brought to NK Maribor. The Diva, out to Ahmed. Can we get a very early goal? No. Well, we might do. We've got a corner. But I don't think we will. Gareth Bale then. Swings it in. Netto. The very cheap supermarket chain, I think. That's Netto, isn't it? Muset. Back to Bale. Bale to Dak. Dak to Perez. Perez shoots. And it's deflected off our own player. I have no idea who it was. Ahmed picks up the pass from Endoram to Perez. Perez brings it into the box. Ball in, looking for Muset. It's cleared though, and Schufs will get it further away to Renzo. And Gent don't do anything with it. Surprising. We're getting closer. We are getting closer, but whilst we've got these 2 away goals, I'm not too concerned, to be honest. Perez brings it forward. Perez out wide to Ahmed. Ahmed, what can he do? Can he get across? And he does. Gareth Bale. That was simply sublime from Ahmed, the commentary said. To be honest, it looked like he just crossed the ball. I'd expect most right-backs to be able to just cross the ball without it being sublime. Bale again with a corner. He's going to be knackered from taking all these corners. Perez couldn't get his header on target. I think I am going to take Gareth Bale off corners in a minute, as Arsenal are smashing Internazionale 3-2. Milton Savic, isn't he a goalkeeper? Taking a penalty? I'm going to have to look at that in a minute. Fournier on the left-hand side as I get distracted. The Diva, ball in. Oh, I was looking for Muset, but you couldn't find him. Benchanki brings it away. Or Bencharki? Who knows? He's not my player, so I don't really care. As we get into half-time, we're completely bossing it. So I'm going to tell them, could all change, keep your performance levels up. And just as it kicks off, Milton Savic. Oh no, I don't know who asked it. There must be a name similar to that as a goalkeeper, because I'm not a complete retard that I'm aware of. And Fournier brings it forward into the Diva. The Diva moves quite far out with it. Ahmed, ball in, looking for Muset. It comes to Perez on the edge. Shot is blocked and Gent get it away. And I think that'll be the end of that highlight. Yes, I know Football Manager. Hanusek, intercepted well by Bale to Muset. Muset, back to Bale, into Dak. Dak out to Ahmed. Ahmed runs with it quite far down the right. Into Bale, to Perez. Perez to Muset. Out to Bale, shot is blocked, and it's a bit of pinball, but Fournier brings it forward, and it's a cross, and Hansen Could have done much better with that, but he's pushed it round the post, and we've got a corner. Gareth Bale with an in-swinger. Hansen claims it very, very easily. Gent's 5-3-2 isn't really causing us that many issues. As Mousset's in, he squares it to Gareth Bale, and Gareth Bale's got his first goal for the club, and I lost control of my arms for a second there, and I was like one of those blow-up things that go, ooh, ooh. But Gareth Bale gets his first goal for NK Maribor, and it came from the press. And Davey, I don't know what their guy was doing. Mousset, again, I'm not too sure why he's chipped that, but he gives Gareth Bale an easy header at the back post, and there he runs off, applauding himself. He must be delighted. Scoofs with the ball in. Bakolo, what a catch. What a catch. What a man. What a goalkeeper. Fournier on the left back. On the left back. Dave, think of your words. He's tackled pretty well, and Jourdain brings it away. Schoofs. Out to Gothals, Renzo, back to Gothals, Fournier, good interception, passes to the Diva. The Diva brings it away and looks for a maid right on the right hand side, and he finds him pretty easily, looking for a run from Bale, but he's not offering. But the ball into Mousset is amazing, terrific stuff from a maid, as the commentary says, but Mousset couldn't do anything with it. Gothals, Jourdain, good ball in, Renzo shoots, and they've got a goal back, and it's 3-2, and there's 10 minutes to go. Should I be concerned? They only need one more goal to actually take it to extra time. And Bakolo, I'm not too sure what he was doing there. Can he give it back to Bale? No, he went for a Hollywood ball into Hernandez, but Konate's there. Out to Ahmed, back to Konate to Dak, hits the post. Oh my god, just put the ball in the bloody net. Jourdain shoots, it's well over the bar, and hopefully that will see us through. A bit, it's been a bit of a tighter game than I would have wanted, to be honest. That's terrible from Schoofs. Terrible. As Bale gets it into Ibrahim to Dak. This is going to be this. I don't know why I'm commentating it. It's going to be game over. And there we go. It ends in a 1-1 draw. We go through 3-2 on aggregate. Not entirely convincing. I'll tell the guys I was happy with it. There we go. Yeah, we're into the next round, along with the likes of Arsenal, Athletic Club, I think Feyenoord lost actually, Shakhtar. Roma beat Valencia, which is good. Ooh, Newcastle drew and Sporting and Celtic drew, so I'll have to see who we get. So there we go. We win in the Europa League first knockout round. We get 430k. The Slovenian coach is there looking at some players. Dak is happy playing as a centre midfielder, which we all knew. And we have a press conference, which I normally do myself, but we'll send the assistant so that we can get onto the draw for the next round. Milos La, yeah, you're not ever going to get first team. You're here because you're homegrown, Milos. I'm not going to lie. That's why you're here. So I'll speak to you. If he starts improving in training, then I won't sell him and I'll sell him. I won't play him and I'll sell him. So Leverkusen, Fiorentina, Athletic Club, Arsenal, CSKA, Austria Vienna. That'll be a good draw for us. Liverpool are through, Fenerbahce, us, Olympiacos, Marseille, Roma, Celtic, Stade Rennes, Tottenham. God, I don't want Tottenham. Newcastle, bloody hell. There's some big teams. There is some big teams. Here we go then. We are into the draw. Teams we don't want. Arsenal, Tottenham, Roma, Liverpool. Let's just see what happens. Okay, Liverpool are first out against Austria Vienna. That's who I wanted to play. Damn it. Fenerbahce, we'll have Fenerbahce. No, they've got Marseille. Don't want Arsenal. They've got Celtic. Don't really want Roma. They've got Newcastle. Leverkusen, don't want Leverkusen. We've got Leverkusen. We're away at Leverkusen in the first leg of the knockout rounds, the second knockout round. But we avoided Tottenham, who are going to get Fiorentina. So there we go. There's the complete draw. Leverkusen. Let's have a quick look at them. This is going to be a long episode. Managed by Jurgen Klopp. Interesting. George Ahoga. We'll give him a scout. He's on loan from Freiburg. Bloody hell. Benjamin Henrichs, yeah, he's pretty good. £37.5 million for a right back. He's been at them all the time. Bloody hell, expensive. They're top. They're top of the Bundesliga. They're top of the. Oh my god, they're 8 points clear at the top of the Bundesliga. Fucking hell, I should have got Tottenham. I should have wished for Tottenham. Jesus. So that could be the end of our European adventure. We'll be back and do that as a double header, and we'll be there. So we've only got 2 games in between, and I'll chat to you guys in a bit. So I've done the end video without actually going to the end screen. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know down below what you think of the transfers And Gareth Bale, what do you think about that? He's only here for 38 grand a week, so it's not that bad, is it? Let me know. Now we're doing this new general search sort of thing, and I can go for any player. I will still have to scout them, but I can go for any player that's on the general search screen. Let me know what positions you think we should strengthen, because there's a lot more options now. So if you didn't see yesterday's video, it's up there. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, it's down here somewhere, over there. And please tickle that subscribe button, hit like if you've enjoyed the video, and I'll chat to you guys in a bit. Cheers.